Welcome to this great adventure of two sisters.
Absolutely not. Hey guys, welcome to the Regina Kids podcast. I am your host, Maxie.
With her lovely younger sister, Rita the H.A.M.
And here on the podcast, as you can see, sibling relationships can be loving and sometimes a bit
dramatic.
Affect me, please. Complicated. So, join us every week as we explore all aspects of having a sibling.
Come be our sibling.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to another episode of the Regina Kids podcast. I am your host, Maxie.
I'm your host, Rita.
Hey girl, it's your birthday in here tonight. This is the 40th. She a classic 40. If y'all been here for a while, she been OG 39. It seemed like for 3 years, but
I'm be classic till I turn 45, and then I'm OG 45, and then I'll be OG 49. So the OGs is only on the 5s and 9s, and then everything in between is classic.
So she a classic 40. Welcome to the 40 club.
Thank you. It's been a long road, but I made it. Praise the Lord.
God that she made it. So,
we got a lot to talk about today.
Right, you over there rocking back and forth. You look a little stressed.
I had to sit back.
Take it all in. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth.
It's a beautiful thing. Listen, I'm all about getting old and fine as wine. I look younger than some of these 20-year-olds around here. You know what I'm saying? So I am blessed. Oh, let me take so y'all can see my lashes.
Her lashes is lashing. And if y'all want to see them, y'all could join us here and subscribe to the
y'all
YouTube.
Can see these real inches in this beat.
Oh my God. Y'all can subscribe to the YouTube.
I can act up today. This is my birthday show.
At Regina Kids Podcast. Or, as always, we want to take comments, stories, complaints, because Rita she be wilding sometimes. Mm-hmm. Y'all could drop us what we call a sib note, which is a sibling note, like, holla at your siblings at our email at reginakidspodcast@gmail.com. But the DMs is always open over on Instagram at _Regina Kids Podcast or on TikTok at Regina Kids Podcast.
So Maxie, let's do your business, girl, so we can get into this birthday non-extravagance.
She had so many of the plans that she had. She had so many. I was
only been doing hood rat shit with my hood rat friends in Atlanta. Like, we were supposed to go to the mount. Girl, go to your commercial.
Well, if y'all are new here or been living under a rock, I am
gotta be living under a rock. Your ass is all up and down my damn timeline.
I am a 3-time self-published author. All my books are available on Amazon and will be available on Barnes and Noble. I am like 1 day away from getting my proof from Barnes and Noble before I can hit the sale button. So, let's get the housekeeping items out the way. So, Rita can fill us in on what's been going on.
Girl, then you gonna have to fill us in on some parts.
Hey dreamers, my name is Maxie E. Norman, owner of Eleanor Maxwell LLC. I'm a broadcast media manager and show producer. I'm also a podcaster of a show called the Regina Kids Podcast, and I'm a 3-time self-published author. You heard me, 3 times self-published author. My first book, On My Broken Crayon Still Color, daily affirmation book, and a journal was wrote to motivate and encourage. My second book, Love You More, Grieving Isn't Easy and Healing Hurts, is about the 5 stages of grief and how to jumpstart your process of healing. My new book, the trilogy, I Am Not Responsible for Your Tears, is the authentic guide to being happy. And it's about getting those 7 steps to being fully happy. All my books are available now on Amazon. And as always, we'll continue to glow through whatever it is we're going through. So,
All right.
let's jump right in. Let's start with what were your birthday plans? Because I done seen a lot of your classmates for the big 40. They all out the country. They doing big things. What was Rita's 40 bucket list? Like, what did you want to do for your 40th birthday?
Honestly, I didn't really have like no bucket list or nothing. If anybody ever seen what is it called? Hot Tub Time Machine. They had a cabin, not the crazy shit that happened in the movie, but they had like a cabin and it was a hot tub. So um was going to the mountains in Atlanta and get a cabin, me a couple of my girlfriends, and we was gonna do some hood rat shit with my hood rat friends. You know what I'm saying? Like that's honestly all the plan was. But it was gonna be my birthday on Monday. Was on Monday. Was it's on the fell on the Monday. So like that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then I had to be back home by Sunday so I can, do bring in birthday with the spouse. So that was the plan. But um prior to that, like I was having like stomach issues. Like it was certain meats and stuff I wasn't able to eat. I was getting like real bloated and stuff. So I was on my way to get an ultrasound so they could check out to see if I was having any gallbladder issues. And then on the 23rd, all hell broke loose. And I ended up in the damn hospital with pancreatitis. So my pancreas was inflamed and it all because of my gallbladder because I had
Okay, so let's
gallstones and all
start.
that other stuff.
So, do they know what the real cause of having gallstones is? Like, what causes them?
It's a gallstones, from my understanding, is like a buildup of calcium that can happen in your gallbladder. You'll get gallstones. Usually, if they're small enough, they'll just pass on by. But if they're too big, then you'll start having some complications. You'll have pain and things like that, and then they'll do an ultrasound. Usually, it's an in and out type of ordeal. You'll get an ultrasound and say, "Oh, you got some gallstones. We need to go ahead and take your gallbladder out." You take your gallbladder out. It's a in and out surgery. Most people have it in one day. All the people that I've heard have it, they had it in one. Like it was a in and out procedure. You go early in the morning, you have it, as and then you go home. Unless something going on with your vitals, they may keep you overnight, possibly. But for me, um, that Sunday morning, like I had the worst pain ever in my upper right, um like under my boob, like next to my stomach, excruciating pain to where it made that same side in my back hurt. So I had that. Then I was throwing up, diarrhea. It was like horrible. But I started throwing up,
TMI.
so I don't care. Look, listen, people need to know, because just in case if you having some symptoms or something like this, you need to go get your gallbladder checked. So I was throwing up, diarrhea, in pain, but I started throwing up so much that I couldn't catch my breath. So I told my spouse to call 911 because yeah, he was like, "Come on, we gonna go." I'm like, "I'm not shitting in our car." So like, just in case, you know what I'm saying? So like, took me in the ambulance. We got there. They took an X-ray, and my pancreas was inflamed. So the plan was for me to they pretty much when you have pancreatitis, all they can do is push fluids to get the inflammation down. So you on straight liquids. I was just eating ice chips and it was just pumping me for the fluids to get the inflammation down so that they can it'll make it easier for them to get to the gallbladder. So they pumping me full of fluids. We are anemic, like every woman in my family is anemic. We are. And so I needed a transfusion. So this was so Sunday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It was early Monday. Wasn't it like early Monday morning, right?
No.
Or no? It was early Sunday morning. Okay, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I was fine. I was in pain, but pumping fluids, just waiting for Friday to come because that's when they was gonna do my gallbladder surgery. Wednesday, they said we need to give you a transfusion. Cool. I had a transfusion before. So they hooked up the blood. I was sitting there getting my transfusion. I talked to my cousin, Dina, and then I had told my nurse, I said, Nurse, my ears are ringing. That's weird. Like my ears are ringing and um I told her my ears are ringing and it's I can hear, but it's like hard to hear. So they checked my vitals and they said, your vitals are doing good. Let me know if you still feeling weird within an hour. I don't remember anything else after that. Absolutely nothing. So Maxie can take over from here because I don't know what happened after that. After that point, um, I didn't. I woke up in ICU Friday,
Friday.
Thursday.
It was Friday after evening.
Yeah, Friday evening. So I woke up on my mama's birthday.
Yeah.
Um, Friday evening, and when I woke up, I thought I was kidnapped because they had my hands tied and I couldn't move my hands. And I heard people yelling, kind of yelling, but not yelling. But I couldn't move my hands, and I'm like, why am I tied up? Like, but they do that on purpose because you have this tube in your throat. So I could feel the tube in my throat, but I was distracted from that because of my hands being tied. So when I woke up, I was on dialysis. Yeah. Well, yeah. When I woke up, I was on dialysis, so I couldn't move. And then they was telling me that I was on dialysis. My kidneys completely stopped functioning, and my boyfriend was in the room. Um, my bonus baby was in there, and that's all I can remember once I woke up.
So to go back to what
Right.
happened was earlier during the week I had asked Rita, I'm like, well, what kind of medication are they giving you? And this is where you having to have like when you're sick and you have to go into the hospital and they kind of have you on multiple medications and you're getting doped up and you really can't advocate for yourself. This is where you got to make sure that you have the right people that's going to advocate for you, because a lot of times people don't know. And so I'm asking her, like, what kind of medication they got you on? Like, they steady giving you pain meds, but they not giving you no food. Like, that seems like it's a little too much. Like, make sure you ask about that. But she was kind of in and out. So Friday, was it Friday? Yeah, Friday early morning, I get a call like she's unresponsive. and they can't wake her up. Now,
Mhm.
she's in Florida, and I'm in Illinois, and I'm on the phone listening to them rush her to ICU. So what happened was her kidneys completely shut down, and she went into a coma. And
Mhm.
she was unresponsive. They was not able to wake her up. So they had to get consent to put her on dialysis in hopes that the dialysis would get her kidneys to start back functioning and she would start to wake up. So let's even go back when she first went to the hospital, because I had to have a conversation with her eventually. Like, hey, we in Illinois, your mama is freaking out because you in the hospital. Like, y'all gotta try to communicate. But she was kind of in and out, in and out. So, um, the nurse calls, and my mom is not. He's on. I have him on speakerphone so he can explain to us everything that's going on. Her boyfriend is in the background with the nurse or whatever, and my mom cuts the nurse off and basically tell him, "This is my baby. Y'all need to make sure y'all take care of my baby."
That is not answering any of their questions.
she clearly was not okay. So they put her on dialysis, and by Friday evening on my mom's birthday, she started to come around. It took like a minute. Really, she didn't fully wake up till Saturday, the following day. And when she did wake up, she's on the phone with me crying like, "I'm so sorry, I scared y'all. I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Rita, it don't have it's not your fault. It didn't have you. It wasn't you that scared us or whatever."
Yeah.
So
But like one thing with like in reference to, like the medicines or whatever, they said I found out later, when I spoke with like my kidney doctor, was that my when I spoke to my GI doctor and my kidney doctor, my gallbladder, um pretty much I almost went kind of septic, they said,
yeah,
because my gallbladder was so infected because it was a bigger gallstone that had got impacted. So it was just a buildup of just, like pretty much bile, because your gallbladder is connected to your liver that holds bile. Your pancreas controls your insulin. So my blood sugar, I remember at times was up to like 500, 400, and they was just trying to get it down. But I would pretty much, I was just infected, and that was
and
also that was
and
also a cause of my just pretty much my kidney shutting down too.
in layman's term, the gallstone got stuck. And when it got
Hmm.
stuck, it was just a backup of everything, and it was pretty much she was full of shit.
Yeah,
That's what it was. She was full of shit.
literally, not physically.
She was full of shit. So
Yeah, so
I
like they between the dialysis, on I was on multiple antibiotics. Um, they had me on originally they had me on morphine too, and I didn't. I was like, "Fuck that! I don't want no more of that." But they gave me another one that was more pleasant for the kidneys, and which I only ended up getting that as needed. Usually, and it was usually after I moved around and like or showered and all of that other stuff, or set up for the day, and just to help, give me a little comfort for the rest of the evening.
but she really needed my healing hands because
Here
I
she go.
I flew out on Sunday and started making shit move. So I brought her favorite thing in the whole world, which
Oh, she got me with
if
the baby
y'all
goat.
are on,
Let
if
me
y'all
find
check
it.
out
Where's my
YouTube,
baby
he's
goat?
right behind her in the, not that side, the other side.
Thank you. No, I'm blind.
He's right beside her in the background on YouTube. I got her
Yes,
a baby goat. So I
my
showed up
baby
to the
goat.
hospital with her baby goat, and he actually lights up. And she was still in ICU when I got there. So once I
Mm-hmm.
brought her the baby goat, it just seemed like me and the baby goat and my healing hand started getting shit moving. Because
Look
after
at
that,
him light up.
she got out of
My baby.
ICU. She started being able to eat regular food,
Oh,
and
that was short lived, sweetheart.
yeah, because she ended up having surgery,
That was short lived. Eating regular food.
but she still got to eat food.
Yeah, I did.
And I got to come to Florida. On the good side of it, I got to go to Florida and visit one of the best nail techs in Florida. I probably need to go back before I actually need to have my hand surgery, but I don't even know where my camera is
Ooh,
at.
he changes
He does
colors.
change colors, but if y'all ever in
Tickety.
the Florida, um, Tampa Bay area, y'all can find her on Instagram
Crystal
under
with the
Crystal with
crystals.
the Crystals, or Hollywood Glam is her nail,
94.
is the nail tech page.
Baby, she lit. Trying to tell you.
Right, that was my self care while I was down there taking care of Rita, trying to get her together. But by the time I left, she was on her way to surgery, and she is home. She made it home before her 40th birthday.
Yes. With
She
a
is
funny
doing
belly button.
better. Who cares? About your belly button, he's still here. They could have took it out. Wouldn't have
No,
mattered.
but you know what? The worst thing out of all the surgeries part was when you have any type of liposcopic surgery or whatever, they have to inflate your stomach. So my gallbladder was so bad they had to do some extra. They had to use water and air to get that raggedy bitch out. She's that gallbladder is a raggedy bitch. She is. Because as soon as I came out, my surgeon was like, "Ooh, she was bad. That was just horrible. That's the worst one I've ever seen." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks." But I gave me a drain, right? So, I remember when they started going through the steps of me being able to go home. So the first thing that came out was the catheter in my neck, and then the surgical team came to take out the drain. But oh my God, that y'all listen. The day I got that drain, I ain't a big major crier. I cried and I yelled because he snatched that bitch out like he was whooping somebody. He was like, "Okay, one, two, three," and I was like, "What?" Like I screamed, bloody, but like I went, my body went into shock, and I told them my man was coming up there to whoop his ass because that was that was horrible. But
And on
other
top
than
of
that,
that, she tender headed, so I had to comb
oh
her
yeah,
hair
and that's
out
it. Calm my hair. That who that? Okay, there was three
because her
things. Three
hair
things.
was matted back. So I'm putting oil in her hair and combing it out, brushing it out, and she is
Oh my
like,
god.
"Oh my god!" Every
Oh
other
my god.
braid.
It hurt. I think my scalp's still a little tender,
You
like
know
right
what?
in the middle,
Don't
right
do
here.
that. Don't do
So
that.
three things: Maxi combing out my hair, the gas. So after, ooh, I kicked my thing. After you get, after you had a surgery, then it's still gas that's left in your belly. So you gotta burp, you gotta fart, and all this stuff. So you burping like you Homer, like Homer Simpson burping to get this gas out. You just gotta move around, rub it. like, like, but mine. So after surgery, I got back to the room. I went to the bed. I was able to walk to the bathroom. I came back to the bed, and as soon as I lay on my side, that gas bubble hit, and I was like, "Oh my!" Like it went up into my shoulder, and my shoulder still hurts even to this day. Like it's still healing. Listen, that gas, that drain, and Maxie coming out my head, the worst three pains I had in the hospital.
You know what? Y'all want to know my pain?
What's your pain?
So I never thought we looked alike
Oh yeah.
until So when we were in high, when she, so Rita is 2 years younger than me. So when we were in high school, she got a kick out of people calling her Lil Maxie. Until I graduated, people didn't
For the
know her
record,
name.
I did not get a kick out of that.
Whatever. You didn't complain about it.
It's no point. They didn't. I'm an underclassman. They didn't give a fuck what I thought or felt. They gonna call me what they wanted to call me anyway. Oh, you little Maxie. You know, fuck it. It is what it is.
How
But I
you
got to
gonna?
kick with all the cool kids. So
You didn't ever complain to me about it, so I thought you got a kick
there
out of
is
it.
no point. There was no point. No,
Anyway, back to my story.
going back to your
So
story.
until then, I never really thought we looked alike, but apparently when we got to high school, when she got to high school, everybody thought she looked like me.
Mm.
So on one of the times that I am leaving from visiting her, um, her nurse is like, "Excuse me, where are you going?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "What room did you come out of?" I said 301. Then she looking at me and she like, um,
Okay, your hair
"Are you
not
her
red.
sister or something?" I'm like, "Yeah." She like, "Are y'all twins?" I'm like, "No." She like, "You got the nerve to have your hair like twisted back like that?" Like, I almost kept you and almost stopped you from leaving. I'm like, I know we look alike, but we don't look that much alike.
Hey,
But
baby
yeah,
Steve.
he left. He can't hear you. But
Oh,
I'm like, we don't look that much alike, but apparently we do look that much alike. And she's about to stop me, and she even telling the other nurses like, "Girl, you been seeing my patient in 301?" Cause that girl, they look like they could be twins. I'm like, no, we not twins though. But
yeah, that was too
it's
funny.
fine. I'm like, they trying to keep me up here with you
Yeah, that was too
in this
funny. Cause
uncomfortable chair.
she talked about that all night for like the whole time. Cause I was with her for like 3, 4 days, and she talked about, did your sister come back up here? Da, da, da. I didn't see her when she left.
Yeah, but so what did you actually do for your birthday?
Oh well, I mean, honestly, I had a very, very good birthday. He like, well, let's go back to the hospital thing. Like, I'm very grateful for like the entire staff at the hospital. I'm grateful for my bonus family, um from my man's. He did his thing. He was there every as soon as he got off work, he was there. He came up there, slept for a couple hours, and then would go home. Just make sure I was just completely comfortable and straight. My bonus baby did too, and they been taking good care of me since I've been home. Um, y'all, my family, like everybody, all the prayers and everything. Like I'm grateful for all of that. But for my birthday, he did the damn thing. I got flowers, money, cards. It was these. I'm in love with like the Cardi B tennis shoes, so I got the pink ones. But it was these like turquoise blue ones that I really wanted, but they were like out of stock. But he found them. I got those, and I got a tattoo.
It's not
Y'all
in the
see it?
camera. N-
Oh, hold on. There you go. Y'all can kind of see it on my
no.
phone. Well, it's there. Shit.
Go like
Can't
this in front of your face.
like that in front of my face.
Like move
Can
your.
y'all
You
see it?
keep because you can't see. You keep messing it up.
Well, you
No.
know what? Whatever. I got a tattoo. There you
What
have
is
it.
it? We still can't
It's a
see it.
Hindu hand. Well, whatever. It's a Hindu hand with the seven chakras in it.
I see one of them had a little bit of color. You punked out for
Yeah,
the
he
rest of
put
them.
no. He put color. He put the color of the chakra. He like faded some lines behind around it.
Oh,
He outlined them.
I thought you punked out because when you sent the picture, it didn't look like it
Mm-mm.
had the color.
Mm-mm. It's in there, but they put so the new way, so this my first tattoo in many years. And so what they do now when you get a tattoo is they clean everything off, and then they put the Tagaderm, which is the clear gauze that sticks like just across, and you keep it on for 3 full days. So I got to take this off on, when did I get this? I got it on my birthday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm taking it off Friday morning. You got to keep it on 3 full days. And he said that with this way, because what happens is, like when the old way, like how like your tattoo would kind of bleed
Mm-hmm.
a little bit. So this way, what happens is it still does that same process, but because it's under the Tegaderm, that the body ends up either it just the fluid just comes out. It don't have to sit there and dry and end up scabbing up. So I shouldn't have, once I take it off, I shouldn't have like a whole bunch of like a scab and all of that other stuff.
So, do you like compared to the tattoo artist that you got here? Did you like him better or?
I like him just as much as I like the tattoo artist that we got there.
Oh,
He's
okay.
just as good. He's cold. And he knows how to work on black skin because his wife is black. I was all in his business.
What's wrong with
And
you?
then I got my favorite seafood, Mr. and Mrs. Crab. And then, but you know what? When you like, one of the weird things I would say whenever I found out I was having gallbladder surgery, it's a lot of people who don't got their damn gallbladder. And the first thing they want to tell you about is how much they be shitting. Like, okay, I didn't want to know you like that.
But so they wasn't going regularly before.
No, they
That
because
might be the reason why they needed their gallbladder out because they was full of shit. Like if they was going more
so
often,
no
they
what so what
probably
they're
wouldn't
saying is
have
that
those
like because
issues.
with your gallbladder helps to give you the enzymes to help break down some of the food and the fattier foods, right? So if you eat a lot of fried foods and stuff like that, you're gonna go right to the bad function. So they was just like, you can't eat regular. You got to be careful about the stuff that you eat moving forward because you no longer have a gallbladder. So everybody's like, oh, you gonna be shitting and all of this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
Anyway,
I was like,
um,
I don't care. After everything I just been through, I don't listen. I'll make sure to take some wet wipes with me wherever I go and some sanitizer, clean off wherever I need to squat or sit my ass on. I don't care. Like I don't. I
thanks.
really don't.
What Rita? What is your sip? No, we is not about to talk about you taking a shit for the remainder of this show.
Oh my bad. So no, but I did get me my favorite seafood, which is Mr. and Mrs. Crab. I got me a crab, not a crab, but a shrimp boil. I did. So I had a great birthday.
Well, welcome to the 4040 Club. What
Yeah,
is your sib note?
I came in this bitch with a bang, girl. With a bang.
I'm not gonna ask you again.
My sib note. Mm, hmm. Love on your people. You know. That's all I got. I love y'all. I love everybody.
Now she just in love.
I am. I'm very sensitive.
Do you have any announcements you need to make to your
Not
siblings?
yet. Well, yeah, kind of, yeah, but I don't know yet.
Whatever. Anyway, my sib note is going to be never miss an opportunity to spend time with the people you love. Because
Mm-mm-mm.
prior to her getting sick, I had just been to Florida.
Yes, and I didn't
And
feel good.
she faked out on me and did not. I was 15 minutes away from her and she did not come see me like it was planned to. And I felt the kind of way because it didn't make sense for me to ever come to Florida and be 15 minutes away from her and not see her. So
That's true.
that kind of was fucking with me because
Potty mouth.
it. I'm just being honest. That's how I felt. That might have been the thing that fucked with me the most because when they said you was unresponsive and we didn't know if you was gonna wake up, I kind of felt like fuck. I missed the opportunity just to lay my eyes on her. So that'll never happen again.
Yeah.
Deal. But God answered our prayers. I thank God that my sister made it to the 40-40. We're gonna
Yes.
have 40-40 more to go.
40 more years of raising hell.
Oh jeez. Yeah. But on another note, just make sure that it doesn't matter what is going on with you. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't feel comfortable enough with the doctors that you have, that you go see to ask them questions, then find you another doctor. It don't matter if you have insurance. It don't matter, and it don't matter if you do have insurance. Like, find you doctors, no matter what you're going through health wise, whether you're super healthy or you got a couple of issues going on, no matter what it is, find you a doctor that you are comfortable enough with that you could ask questions and you feel comfortable going over stuff because they will spew out a lot of medical jargon that you will not understand and you will not know what's going on. You might have to sit there and
Hmm.
Google, but you tell them to explain it to you in layman's terms so you
Yep.
understand what is going on with you. Like, you need to listen to your body when you don't feel good and you need to go to the doctor.
Yeah, so like, like, and I got while I was in the hospital, that was one thing because I was still on a lot of antibiotics and things like that before um having my surgery. So my blood sugar levels was still, going up and down. And so they was giving me some short range insulin and then extended. So the extended release means that it'll give you a little bit at one point, then it'll release again, then it'll release again. So they gave me that and I had an issue with my blood sugar dropping. So my blood sugar had dropped to 50, 53. So my nurse came in, um, and they pumped me full of sugar pretty much. Got my blood sugar back up. Then the next morning it was this other, you know, that Ingrid girl. I don't know. She kind of creeped me out. Like, because she always came every time she came in there, she's like, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Every time she
Rachel,
came, she did.
Rachel, we're not doing that.
Yes, we are. And I'm
No.
just like, what? And it just seemed like the day was just, I wouldn't say passing her by, but she couldn't. It was just like maybe she was just having an off day or whatever. But like she had came in there with some insulin, and they had just took my blood sugar, and it was at 90, and I was like, no, ma'am, we're not taking that. No, no, my blood sugar's at 90. I'm not taking no insulin. Mm-mm. So and then so like everything that they would give me, I'm like, okay, what is that for? What is that for? What is that for? So most definitely, so you'll have a full understanding of what they're giving you, and you can say no.
Right. Oh, and on another note, Rita found her best friend in Florida. Goddamn conspiracy theorist.
Oh
That was a
yes.
transporter.
Oh.
You
And
know
I
what?
seen him when I left. And he told me to tell you hi. Thank you for reminding me. Because it's still like my short, is it short term
Yeah.
memory still is a little, But he told me to tell you hi because
No.
he was transporting me to my last dialysis appointment, and we was talking about mermaids. We was talking about alien conspiracy theory. Girl, yes, that was my yes.
I told them they
I
both need
should
to
have got
stay
his
off
Instagram.
of these people's internet
I
with their
completely forgot about
conspiracies,
him.
with their
Yes.
conspiracies, because they was all in. I'm like, let me go get a corn dog from Sonic before y'all mess around and ruin my life with these
How we gonna
theories.
ruin your life, girl?
Anyway, Rita and this baby goat is killing me right now.
Oh, he
Um,
get used to him. He used to my baby.
are you taking a selfie?
No, I was checking the time.
Anyway, everybody, if y'all got time, throw some lions on her page or something. It's still
Right.
this is gonna come out. It's probably not gonna be Leo season. We'll probably be well into Virgo or whoever these people is at the end of the year, and nobody is
The
concerned
only
with.
other, the only next seasons I do care about is Sagittarius, because my best friend is Sagittarius.
I do have a bunch of Leos that I love. The little roars.
Girl, you are stubborn. Oh, and I got a new nose ring. This is okay. So I be experimenting with the different nose rings and stuff, but this one is it's two pieces, and they screw they I can change out the top one. So it's two pieces. They popped it in and then screwed that on. Like you can hear it screw on.
Nobody
So I
cares.
got that too.
Anyway,
So I got a
um,
tattoo, a new nose ring
we
to go
thanking
with my little
God.
hoop hoop.
We thanking
Yeah,
God
God
for
is
my
amazing.
sissy making it to 40 and still being here on earth with us because I don't know what I would do without her.
Cause you
Um,
love me, girl.
I like you a little bit.
And I love you too.
Anyway,
Thighs
advocate
out,
for
thighs out, y'all.
advocate for yourself in the health department. Have
Always.
people around you that advocate for you too and that love you and that care about you and have spent trillions of dollars to catch a red eye just to be with you and get shit moving around. Had me traveling with a light up baby goat, sitting in the back of the plane where I don't sit because that was the only seat left on this emergency flight that cost me billions of dollars. But uh,
Cause I'm worth it.
she's definitely worth it.
I would
Happy
do it for you,
birthdays.
girl.
Happy birthday, Sissy. We love you. We
Thank you,
appreciate you.
sissy. We love you too.
Oh my God. Thank y'all for joining us on another episode of the
We
Virginia
gotta
Kids.
help me name my baby goat. Cause I got Shelly, which is my turtle with the lashes. And now we got my baby goat.
She got a bunch of
Now I don't
animals
need
that she
now I
want
don't
in real
need
life that she'll never get.
yeah, he said I
And I
can't have
wonder who
he
bought them
said I
all.
can't you well he got me a actual turtle shell.
Okay, Teenage
A
Mutant
real
Ninja
life
Turtle.
turtle shell.
Do a stink.
But yeah, he told me, no, it don't stink. Um, you always ask that. But yeah, he'll never let me get a baby goat. So this is perfect because it's like a unicorn baby goat.
We got a unicorn already.
Yeah.
and the sea turtle. Anyway, thank y'all again, and as always, we gonna continue to glow through.
Whatever it is we're going through. Say bye, baby goat. Say bye to my baby goat.
No,
No?
you
You gotta
say
figure
bye.
out my baby goat name.
Bye, Rita.
Bye, guys.